Hello and welcome back to yet another weekly recap video. This week we will be looking at number sequences, nth term, coordinates and linear graphs. Okay, but before we start anything, we need to get our intention right. We're going to ask ourselves, what is our target for the end of the year? And that's to be successful, it's to pass this exam. And how are we going to get there? It's by watching these videos, coming to lessons and working hard. Let's begin. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at is finding the next three terms. So that word term means the next three numbers of the following sequence. So we can see here we're going 10, 15, 20, 25. So we can see the pattern is going up by 5 each time. So we're going to go 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, so read the question carefully. It wants the next three terms, not just the next one. Okay, so now we're going 24, 22, 20, 18. So we're going down now by 2 each time. So we're going to go 18 take away 2, which is 16. Take away 2 again, which is 14. Take away 2 again, which is 12. Here we have 22, 30, 38, 46. So it's a bit more tricky now. So we're going up in 8s. So 46 plus 8 is 54. Plus 8 again. So if you're struggling, you just count up on your fingers, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62. And then count up again, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. Okay, so there's no problem with counting on your fingers if it gets you the right answer. So here again, we're going down, so 14 to 9, so we're taking away 5 each time. So it actually leads us into negative numbers. So at negative 1 take away 5. So we've got negative 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. That takes us to minus 6. Minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, minus 10, minus 11. Minus 12, minus 13, minus 14, minus 15, minus 16. Okay, so remember, just count down until you get to where you need to get to. Okay, so the next sort of question is finding the rule. So here we've got a rule. So that's saying not only, we're not trying to find any extra numbers, so read the question carefully, we're trying to find what we're doing each time. So here, from 6 to 13, from 13 to 20, and from 20 to 27, we can see we are adding 7 each time. Okay, so you can write that, or you can write add 7. Here we're going 2, 5, 8, 11. So we're adding 3. Here we're going 10, 40, 70, 100. So we're adding 30 each time. And here, this one looks a bit different. We've got 1, then 2. So that's adding 1. Then 2 to 4 is adding 2. Then 4 to 8 is adding 4. So it's not an add here because it's not the same. The sequence has to be the same pattern every time. But what we are doing is we are multiplying by 2 each time. So 1 times 2, 2 times 2, 4 times 2. Okay, that gives us the next rule in the sequence. Okay, leading on from that, we are going to be able to find the nth term. So the nth term is how we find any number in a sequence. So here we've got 4 numbers, and we're going to find the nth term, which is going to allow us to find any other term in that sequence. To find the nth term, the first thing you have to do is, like we did before, look for the pattern. So how do I get from 8 to 11? Well, 8, 9, 10, 11, I add 3. So what I do is I take a 3, and I put next to that the letter n. So n stands for any number in the sequence. Okay, so to get any number in the sequence, I'm going to do 3 times that number, and then the next part is how do I get from 3 back to 8? Well, I add 5. So the method for finding the nth term is you find the difference. So here the difference, you've got 5 to 11, which is 6. So once you've got the 6, you put an n by it, and then you look, how do I get from 6 to 5? From this number to the first number, which is to take away 1. The next one, from 3 to 8 is 5 again. So 5n. And then from 5 to 3, we take away 2. So it's the difference between these two, goes next to n, and then how you get from this number back to our original number goes as the second part. Last one, we're going from 7 to 9 to 11 to 13, so we're increasing by 2, so that's 2n. And then to get the second part, how do I get from 2 to 7? That's going to be plus 5. So the nth term here is 2n plus 5. Okay, let's look at some more. So the nth term of the following sequences. So these sequences aren't going up, these are going down. Okay, so it's a slightly different method. So from 11 to 4, that's a difference of minus 7. We're taking away 7 to get from 11 to 4. So then from minus 7 to 11, we have to add 18. Okay, so it's minus 7n plus 18. To get from 20 to 19 to 18 to 17, we're taking away 1. So take away 1n. And then to get from minus 1 to 20, you have to add 21. Okay, there's a quick shortcut here. To get this second part, what we need to do is add these two numbers together. Sorry, these two numbers together, and it will give us the second part of our nth term. So here, 1 and 20 makes 21. Here, 7 and 11 makes 18. Okay, look at the last one then. So we're going 23, 19, 15, 11. So we're taking off 4 each time. So minus 4n. And then from minus 4 to 23, well, we can use our shortcut. 4 plus 23 is 27. Okay, so minus 4n plus 27. Okay, so that's how we find the nth term for any sequence of numbers. Okay, moving on to coordinates. So just a quick recap on coordinates, being able to spot what a coordinate is. So this first one here, remember we go along the x-axis first and then onto the y-axis. So we go horizontally first and then vertically. So here we go across 1, then up 3. So the coordinates we write in brackets. So we've gone 1 along the x, so we write 1. And we've gone 3 up the y, so its coordinates are 1, 3. The next one, we've gone 5 along the x and up 5. So the coordinates here are 5, 5. This one here, we've come negative 2 along the x. So that's our first number, negative 2. And we've gone 5 up the y. So negative 2, 5. Okay, moving to the next ones. Here, we've gone to negative 3 on the x. So our first number is negative 3. And we've gone down to negative 4. So negative 3 along, negative 4 down. This next one, we haven't got any distance on the left or right. So the x-axis, we haven't moved at all. So that's just going to stay at 0. Okay, we've not moved left or right. But we have gone down 4. So it's 0, negative 4. And the final one, we've gone to positive 2. So we're going to write 2. And we've gone down to negative 4. So 2 on the x and the y is negative 4. Okay, so we're going to use that information now, and we're going to put that together with a bit of substitution, and we're going to be able to plot some linear graphs. So a linear graph is a straight line graph. So when I plot on my coordinates, I should have a straight line. So what this is saying is this box is going to be 3 times the box on the top, and then add 2. So I always start with my positive numbers. Okay, I start with the positive numbers, then I look for a pattern. So I've got to do 1 times 3, because x is 1 here. In this first box, x is 1. So 1 times 2, which is 3. Then I add 2, so that's going to be 5. This next box is going to be 2 times 3, add 2. 2 times 3 is 6, add 2 is 8. My next one is 3 times 3, which is 9, add 2 is 11. So now I've got these three values. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and look for a pattern here. So I've got 5 to 8 and 8 to 11. So what that's showing me is I'm going up by 3 each time. So to get these previous values, what I need to do is take away 3 each time. So 11, take away 3, take away 3, take away 3 again, leaves me with 2. Take away 3 again, gives me minus 1. Take away 3 again, gives me minus 4. Take away 3 again, gives me minus 7. So now I have a set of coordinates. So the coordinates here are going to be minus 3, minus 7, minus 2, minus 4, minus 1, minus 1, 0, 2, 1, 5, 2, 8, and 3, 11. Then what I want to do is I'm going to plot these coordinates. So I can't get 3, 11 on, so I'm going to start with the next one down, 2, 8. So it's 2 along the x, remember, and up to 8. So put across there. Then 1, 5, so 1 along, 5 up. 0, 2. Negative 1, negative 1, so down here. Negative 2, negative 4. And negative 3, negative 7. And if I draw a straight line through all of these, if I draw a line from the beginning to the end, they should all fall on that line. There we go. They're all on the line. So that means I've done all my calculations correctly, and this gives us this linear graph. Okay, my next one. So again, we're going to work these out. So we've got 4x minus 2. So again, I'm going to start with 1, and I'm going to work up to my positive numbers and then back to my negative numbers. So 4 times 1, so 4x, 4 times 1 is 4. Take away 2 is going to give me 2. 2 times 4 is 8. Take away 2 is 6. 4 times 3 is 12. Take away 2 is 10. So I'm looking for my pattern again here with the positive values. So I've got 2, 6, 10. Well, I'm going up by 4 each time. This is plus 4. So in order to go backwards, I need to be taking 4 each time. So 2 take away 4 is negative 2. Take away 4 again is negative 6. Take away 4 again is negative 10. And take away 4 again is negative 14. Okay, so now I've got some coordinates. So minus 3, negative 14. Minus 2, negative 10. Minus 1, negative 6. 0, negative 2. 1, 2. 2, 6. And 3, 10. And now I am just going to plot these points to check they're right. So 3, 10. There's 3, 10. 2, 6. So 2 along, 6 up. 1, 2. 1 along, 2 up. 0, negative 2. So 0 along, negative 2. Minus 1, negative, minus 1, minus 6. Minus 1, minus 6. And minus 2, minus 10. Again, if I draw, I can't get the next one on, so I'm just going to leave it as that. Again, they look like they're all in line, so let's just check if I draw a straight line from the first point to the last point, and yes, they're all on the line, so we know that this line is correct, and the name of this line, if we want to label it, would be y equals 4x minus 2. As we can see, this is 3x, so the line's not as steep. When we get to 4x, the line gets steeper. So as this number increases, the line will become more steep. That's just something to note. Okay, so that's the end of this video. I hope you find it useful and use it for revision. Obviously, we're getting quite a lot of videos now. We're up to 8 or 9 now, so just keep looking through them to revise, and hopefully it'll help you stay on top of all the work we're doing in class. Okay, the last thing I'd leave you with is, again, we decide what we want at the end of this year, and then you're going to ask yourself how you're going to get there. And we're going to work really hard, we're going to keep going and push on to the end of the year. Okay, catch you next week.